This is the PuraXMax that Huawei just released. I feel that instead of calling it a foldable phone, it's more like a foldable tablet. Why do I say that? Well, let's unbox it first. I've been really looking forward to this phone. Here is that familiar gold packaging, and it is the collector's edition. Oh, over here, the quick release seal. Wow. Hey, do you think the texture on this box is a hint that the back panel has the same pattern? Oh, just as a slide it out. Wait, this aspect ratio is like a Huawei MatePad Mini. It is quite light. Oh, look at that horizontal camera module. Come on, let's peel off the film. Wow, the crease is so shallow. Just feel it. Oh, I love this aspect ratio. You see, I told you, Huawei's packaging always hints at the color of the back panel. Next, let's check out the accessories in the box. A high transparency case and a USB-C cable. 66W charger. Let us power it up. The first fold ever for this Huawei PuraXMax. Bang! It is so compact. It feels like a wallet. Let's open it up. Oh, a mini tablet. Now, close it. Oh, it is a chunky little guy. The color we have here is called interstellar blue. The back is glossy glass. When light hits it, you can see it shifting from black to purple. There's also a grating-like texture across the back panel. Can you see that? It is divided by two thin lines. This design language definitely continues the Pro X series. In the middle is a horizontal strip. As for the camera specs, I'll just list them here. We won't get bogged down in details later. On the middle frame, there is a side-mounted fingerprint sensor, and there are speaker grills on both the top and bottom. The hinge also naturally features the Huawei logo. Let me give you a look from the side at the protrusion of the camera module. We also weigh the device, and it comes in at 235.4 grams. Now, let's move on to the most interesting part of this phone, which is naturally its screen. First is the external screen measuring 5.4 inches. It features a pixel density of 412 ppi and a 120 Hz high refresh rate. When we unfold the inner screen, oh wow, it looks just like a Huawei MatePad Mini. But what about this inner screen? It is 7.7 inches with 412 ppi, just like the external screen. And it also has the 120 Hz high refresh rate. The inner screen has a very interesting aspect ratio 2:1. When Huawei designed this product, I think they defined the inner screen size first. So what are the benefits of this ratio? It is very simple. When watching a 16:9 video from your favorite creator, you'll notice it fills almost the entire screen. The visual immersion is truly incredible, isn't it? When viewing a 4:3 photo in landscape, it looks like this. And what if I take a vertical photo with the external screen? Well, it still looks great when held vertically. When it comes to reading novels, the experience is different again. When you hold it horizontally to read, wow, it feels just like holding a physical book. And when you turn it sideways, hey everyone, doesn't it feel like an e-reader? This ratio is really comfortable. When held horizontally, it is like a mini tablet. Held vertically, it is like a large phone. Look, see, right. Let me use Douyin as an example. Look, scrolling through Douyin vertically is so much more immersive on this big screen. When I rotate it to landscape mode, now there's a new way to scroll. For those of you who love Douyin, do you like watching the comments while scrolling through videos? Keep an eye on the comment section. On the right, it keeps refreshing in real time. See, believe it or not, this experience is actually fantastic. At the same time, there is something even more interesting. This device comes pre-installed with HarmonyOS 6.1. So the optimization for these immersive light effects is much better. But let me demonstrate a specific feature for you. When we hold the tablet, besides this way, you might also hold it like this. When holding it this way, isn't the plus button a bit hard to reach? Wait, don't worry. Here, Huawei solution. Watch this. As I swipe down, it moves right over here. You might ask, what if I want to hold it with my left hand? Hold it on the left, swipe, and hey, it moves over again. The attention to detail is great. And mind you, this is a third-party app. Everyone, by the way, you probably want to ask about gaming, right? This PuraXMax comes with the Kirin 9030 Pro pre-installed. So when playing Honor of Kings, it runs perfectly fine. You'll even notice the field of view on both sides becomes wider. After all, we all know that small tablets are naturally perfect for gaming. To be honest, for the PuraXMax, I think the experience of this inner screen speaks for itself because it is so close to the MatePad Mini. The experience is already excellent. What is more interesting is the outer screen. Some may ask if it is practical. At first, I was quite skeptical. Because it is so different from conventional phones, it felt quite abstract. But then, I realized that some of the experiences are quite unique. Take this information feed. For example, there's definitely less vertical content. But once you come across some photos and tap on them, my friends, 4 to 3 images like these naturally fill up the entire screen. So this 5.4-inch screen, when you are browsing 4 to 3 photos, actually displays them larger than a standard 19.59 screen. So there are definitely pros and cons. In a chat interface, when replying to messages, one-handed operation with the T9 keypad is a bit of a stretch, but with 2 hands, hey, I found the typing feel on this phone is actually quite good. I should also mention, it is equipped with an X-axis linear motor. By the way, regarding the dual speakers, I mentioned one grill is here and the other is here. The benefit is that when held like this, you get true dual speaker sound. And when you unfold it and hold it this way, it still functions as stereo speakers. Even if you hold it like this, it's still stereo. That is because one is placed here and the other is over there. There are a few other fun features, like the new themes. In the more themes section, they've created Bumper Paradise. Let's tap an app currently on the cover screen. Watch as I rotate the phone. Credit where it is due. Huawei's theme designers are really tapping into a younger vibe. The interactive cute pets at the bottom have also been updated. If we go to customize, you'll see you can choose from various pet avatars. Let's pick one at random. This is how it looks on the always-on display. Wake the screen, and hey, it pops out. Then unlock to enter the home screen, and it stays there like a companion. Besides this digital pet, Huawei has also introduced the companion AI. I think it's specifically designed to complement this wide fold form factor. Watch this. I'm double tapping the navigation bar, and there it is, the companion. AI is now active. What does it actually do? Open an app, and the AI stays right here on the side. Then, for example, let's select a photo. From here, you can have it recognize the screen content directly. Or you can just talk to it. Once it scans the screen, it will provide relevant recommendations. Just tap it, and you're taken right there. Honestly, it makes things so much more convenient. It can also quickly identify pickup codes and all sorts of other info. Since I've only had the phone for a short time, I won't be able to give you a more exhaustive demo. As for the camera, I've already listed the specs for you. So let's not dwell too much on the numbers. There are some really interesting features. First, the aspect ratios. It only offers 4 to 3, 1 to 1, and full screen. Makes sense, given its unique screen proportions. Huawei has also introduced some new features. This time, one is XMage Smart Shot, which analyzes what you're shooting and intelligently recommends the best style for you. This is incredibly practical for beginners. Also, Huawei has added an AI pose recommendation feature. You just follow the guide to strike a pose. Now, some might say, but with this pose guide, only I can see it on the screen. I still have to direct the person I'm shooting. But guys, it is foldable. So look at the pose guide here. It shows up on the external screen as well. And of course, since it is foldable, there's another cool thing you can do. You can use the high quality rear cameras to take selfies. To be honest, I'm not even sure how to categorize the PuraXMax, simply because there is nothing else like it on the market. If you try to put it in the foldable category, then let me ask you this. What should a foldable be? Large, small, or wide fold? To be honest, there is no standard answer, because the real answer lies in where consumers spend their money. Market sales alone will decide the future form factor of foldables. But I must say, in today's world of extreme smartphone homogenization, where everyone is just copying one another, Huawei is willing to invest heavily in R&D and bear the high cost of trial and error to bring such a unique product to the market. That courage is commendable. After all, refusing to be defined is the ultimate innovation. True leadership begins with daring to be different. Bye bye.